Well, it rained. So we had a 20% chance of rain last night. 20. Comes about 9 o'clock. There's no storms getting very close. They were all quite a ways west. I'm thinking, heck yeah, we got this one beat. We're gonna be able to chop. Because right now we're starting to freak out how far behind we are because of our last rain. And then out of nowhere, one pops up. Somebody already dumped my rain gauge. One popped up over little town over here, 5 miles. And it grew fast. The light show was insane. I had it on, what did I post it? Instagram, Facebook? So see, another reason to follow me on there. You could have got the update. Storm blows up out of nowhere. Dumps, I've been told, 1.5 inches right here with quite a bit of hail. Kind of insane, because 5 miles north of here, I barely got a sprinkle, and there was 0 wind. They said 60-mile-an-hour wind down here. I'm 5 miles away. I'm gonna take a quick look at the wheat while I'm right here. Ah! Well, I can definitely see a little bit of damage. I mean, this whole area here, you can tell the hail it wiped it out to where it's gone. I mean, there's nothing left. It beat it into such small pieces. Obvious sarcasm. Yeah, there's a few stalks broke over, but it looks like very minimal damage, which is good. Always good. Looking at my hayfield, I'm kind of wishing we could chop that, because that looks like it's more kosher than hay. We sprayed 0 hay this spring, because when you normally spray hay before it all gets growing, we weren't irrigating it and it wasn't growing, and then next thing you know, it took off and got outrun by the kochia after the rains. All right, let's go check on the other farm. Okay, it's 9:30. We're finally on the move. And when I say we, I mean me. Glenn's still got some more maintenance stuff they're working on. So we spent, whoa, almost dropped the camera. Come back. So we spent a while trying to figure out where to go, what to do. I was going to cut on some of our stuff, but it got about 1/4 inch of rain. So we're going to let that air out for a while. I'm going to go over and help Glenn where he was at, about 10 miles northwest of here. He's got quite a bit over there on a long haul, so it's going to be a lot of sitting, because he was sitting with the majority of the trucks. Now we're going to have 2 choppers in all the trucks. We're going to be doing a lot of sitting. So we got to figure out where to go, and I am sorry if you can hear that squeak. It is driving me nuts. The sound is the chair. It's metal on metal because it's all the way down. There's metal framework rubbing on metal framework, and the switch doesn't work, so I can't put any air in the seat. And having a working air seat is not exactly a priority in silage harvest, so unless we get rained out everywhere, that's not getting fixed until fall silage, because you got to take apart the little curtain under there and figure out if you got broken wire, if you got a bad switch. Yeah, so I get to listen to that squeak all day. Be glad you're only here for a couple minutes at a time. Well, I'm gonna get moving. Go see what this field is like. Cameron's ahead of me with the merger. Yeah, we'll go see what we got. And 45 minutes later, we're finally up and running. It's already 10 o'clock. I hate when rain screws up the plan and everything falls apart. But nevertheless, one chopper's up and going. Hopefully Glenn gets here soon. Alright, we finally got that pivot done. We caught the swathers, and at the same time we're waiting on trucks, so it's kind of a mess already. Welcome to Monday, I guess, huh? So now we've got a 5-mile move to the south, and there's another half pivot down here, I'm told, so it's already noon, so I'm gonna eat my sandwich while we're driving. And then we'll see what it looks like when we get there, huh? Oh man, so this day has descended into chaos. We're up to 3 swathers now, because it's lighter crop, so they cannot pull away from us. The merger, Blanca's going as fast as she can. She's a certified professional merger operator now, though. I mean, she knows what the hell she's doing. But yeah, this felt like a complete waste of a day. For the acres we got to go through, no more than we've been able to do today because of the circumstances. Oh, I hate this feeling. And then as I look to the west, I can see some thunderheads building up. There's a chance of severe weather again tonight, so I know everyone is getting paranoid about thunderstorms and a damned white combine. So it's frustrating to say the least. But not a whole hell of a lot you can do about it other than just keep going and going, so I don't know. See how this goes. Hopefully we can get through some acres. Alright, got that field knocked out. Moving to the next one. I gotta give Blanca a ton of credit. I think it was right at 10 days ago. I was making a video and I was talking about she was struggling with that merger because it's one of those machines. You gotta push it to make it work right. And she was timid because, well, when you plug it, it really sucks. She's driving the hell out of it today, and she's doing a damn good job, and the merger is working pretty good. Now, today's Monday. I'm interested to come Thursday how the merger works. I'd say this merger. So I can't help but laugh. This field we're working on right now is right at 90 acres. So we got 3 swathers going in the merger. Apparently, though, swather guys don't like each other. It's a 3/4 pit with 2 little flood patches, flood irrigated patches. For the longest time, they were each working on their own separate piece. So poor Blanca would go as hard as she could in one spot until she ran out of roads, then jump over here, then jump over there. We finally got the 1 flood patch done. Now we're catching these 2 swathers on the pivot part. So I imagine she's probably going to say screw it and go over where the other one is, working on its flood patch that we haven't been to. Holy joys. Well, puts a wrap on the day. I don't know if you can see Glenn over there, if that camera's tilted that way enough or not. He's getting the last 2 rows on that truck. It is 5:30, so there's really no point of having a different farmer get fired up for the night now, because we'd only cut for another hour and a half or so. So we're just gonna call it a night. It was a long weekend, so have a short night on a Monday. It's not too big a deal. Alright, I'm really thirsty. Oh, there we go. We did right at 190, 200 acres today. So acre count wise, it was a really good day. Ton wise, it was a really bad day, but you know, it's part of silage. There's good fields, there's bad fields. The part that sucks is one chopper could have dang near got all this done by themselves instead of having to have both of them here. But Mother Nature threw us a curveball with that thunderstorm last night, and it's one of those you go get what you can today and hope for better luck tomorrow. There's clouds building kind of all over the west, anywhere from the southwest to the northwest. So we'll see. It's just roll the dice again tonight. It sounds like there's a chance of severe weather again, like I was talking about. Hopefully we luck out, keep this harvest rolling along. Well, I'm going to make the, what is it from here, about a 7-mile drive home, 8-mile drive home. Go blow this down, fuel it up, grease it up, get it ready for another fun-filled day tomorrow. Check that out. Some shiny new paint arrived today. Whew. She looks heavy. Look how massive these tires are. And 5 remotes. Good thing we have one tractor that runs 5 remotes. So what we did, we traded off our VT that was like 8 years old. We've replaced the disc twice on it, rebuilt the walking tandems a couple of times. It was wore out. We've
been trying to trade it for about 2 years now. And it's one of those things, should we get rid of it? Let's rebuild it. And finally, it was just time. It needed a lot of work again. We're crazy busy. So our local deer dealer had this all at the dealership that's about 30 miles away. They had this on hand, ready to go. It's got a few more bells and whistles than the old one, but it's the exact same machine. So this one does have the adjustable disc angle and the hydraulics to control the rolling basket. The old one didn't, so that's why it gets 5 hydraulics, because you got lift, wings, front to back tilt, and then now discs and rolling basket. So this will be fine. If it hadn't rained last night, this would already be dirty. But like I said, this is something we've been debating on for at least 2 years because of the wear on our old one. What's awesome is it's not the only new paint showing up this week, but I'm not going to talk about that now because what would be the fun in sharing all the secrets at once, huh? This irrigation water is set for the evening. Oats are coming along nicely, starting to really grow. Between rain and irrigation, you can really see a difference in the color. If you look over there, you can see the darker color. That's where it hasn't been irrigated. This real light color is where it has been. And then this stuff in the last 24 hours has really changed color because of the rain. But setting water right now as the sun's getting ready to go down, it makes it, every once in a while I'll get someone ask me, you know, when I'm complaining about how many acres we got to chop and this and that all, why don't you guys just run later? You never use your lights. And that's true. We only use the lights a couple of days out of spring harvest and a couple days in the fall. And this is why. We are farmers, both us as choppers and all the custom truckers we hire. We're all farmers. So we all have farming that has to get done at some point during the day. Silage requires so much manual labor. I shouldn't say manual labor because we're all just sitting in an air-conditioned cab. So much physical labor and the amount of people that you need that your farming gets neglected. So we try to be done chopping every day in time to where you can come take care of farming stuff. So like us, we've barely started swathing our first cutting hay. I've got neighbors that are probably half done swathing. We've got planting to be getting to, tillage to be getting to, all these different things that need to be going on, but with the hours that silage requires, you have to find a balance between the two. Wind's picking up. I hope that's not picking up too much on the mic. But I just wanted to talk about that for a little. I've talked about it on Instagram last night when I was down here setting water, just because setting water in the evening and looking across a nice flood field, it just gets you all philosophical inside. All right, we got one more to go check. Let's go check on that. So here was the other thing I wanted to check out. Look at this, guys. The oats in the last 48 hours have started sprouting. So this is one of the taller spots, and it is waist high on me. So we're talking solid 3 foot. And then you get over to one of these shorter spots that we don't look at, and that's closer to 2 foot. But those don't count. We just look at the tall spots. Well, yeah, them babies are, we got a spot over there where it looks like they went down. A little too much water. Doesn't happen often, but man, when it does, it makes a mess. And then I step over here. Check it out. We got corn. We got corn. Stuff looks good. Oh, that's why. I was going to say, why is there 2 different spots here? But it's because I was trying to straighten out that edge. Oh, here's what I'm worried about. Everywhere the tractor drove, as wet as it was, is struggling to come out of the ground. Get like that guy. Oh, I think I just broke his leaves pulling them up. It's getting stuck down. We're seeing that everywhere, where the sprayer drove or where the tractor drove. It's the problem with planting into that soft, mushy of ground. That guy, he was up, now he's down. And then you step over here, that sprayer track. I have a hard time believing anything is going to hardly come. Oh, no, no, no. I am wrong. I see corn coming through the sprayer track. It's struggling, but it is coming. Unfortunately, that's just one of those things. I mean, you got to weigh your options. Do you spray yourself and risk compaction issues like that could hurt your emergence? But you know, it gets sprayed very well, your edges are nice and clean and sharp. Or do you hire a plane to come in and do it? You won't have the compaction, but you're gonna have a lot of edges because they're worried about killing the crop next to it. So if I had a plane spray this, the oats are there. I'm gonna say I'd have weeds to about here. Yeah, 20 foot at least, because they're worried about drift and killing the oats, and then farmers get pissed off. Well, shit, you came out here to spray my corn and you killed my oats. It's one of them things. 6 one, half dozen in the other. Look at that corn, it's coming. But I'm more impressed with our oats. Oh yeah, these oats are dead because I sprayed them because I was trying to straighten out this edge. So that is intentional. But yeah, got a lovely field of oats, a nice little sunset. Not a bad way to end the day. That being said, guys, talk to you later.